So a couple of days ago, I declared war on my fat suit. And I understand that a lot of people, especially my husband, is always getting on me about, how I shouldn't trip about my weight and about my body because I just had two kids, right? And I know people are being nice, but I find that insulting. And this is why. I have always been big on physical fitness. So I just feel like just because you have kids, that connection you have with your body doesn't go away. I also understand that like there's a lot of people who use having kids as an excuse. And that's the well, let me clear that up. They might not use it as an excuse. It might be a real thing for them. But for me, that bothers me personally. Now, my 1 year old literally just turned one, and my pregnancy with her was pretty difficult, especially compared to her brother who was two. So I had babies back to back, right? And I focused so much on the psychosis of it because my mind was everywhere when I was pregnant with them. Being pregnant with a boy is completely different from being pregnant with a girl. And then after you have these kids, you're not the same. And you will never be the same. There have been people who talked to me before I had kids, and then they talked to me after having kids. And, they would say, very different, right? Maybe that's because of all the hormones and all that other stuff, but neither here nor there. I understand the social aspect and the mental health aspect with postpartum. That's a whole other animal. But the physical part, I was not ready for it. A lot of people assume that when a woman gets pregnant, she's gonna like get really, really big and I didn't really balloon out. Like even when I went to my doctor's appointments, like I didn't like get super I don't know. I don't want to use the F word, but I didn't get super roly. I think that's worse. Euphemisms are so much worse than just saying fat. So anyway, because I wasn't picking up weight the way that they thought I should, doctors assumed that my children will be smaller or they were being undernourished or whatever, which was not the case because they were both pretty big, and especially my daughter. I lost weight with her, but she was really big when she was born. And I'm guessing that they were just pulling all the nutrients from me. But here's the deal. This is the shocker right here. My abdominal muscles. When a woman's pregnant, I did not realize how much your abs just go away. And I used to really pride myself on being able to do like sit-ups and push-ups and, different workouts that challenge your core. And through both pregnancies, I did not feel like I had abs. I just felt like my body was 100% being held up by my spine. When I decided a couple days ago that I was gonna do something about my figure, the first thing I thought to do was, I'm gonna do some sit-ups because my core is what I'm concerned about. Like I said before in the last video, I threw on a shirt and my stomach was doing some things. It looked like a third boob, and I had a problem with that, right? So I went to go and do some sit-ups. And I had to take a deep breath. Like it was difficult. And it was foreign to me because like I said before, I used to work out all the time as a teenager. And then I guess driving a truck for some years, maybe that did a number on me. And of course, having two kids, that will change your body too. But I could not believe how different my body was. Like a sit-up is like, it's like clapping your hands. It's nothing, right? I mean, it was like, what was happening? That night I did 50 sit-ups, and it was hard. Doing 50 sit-ups was a challenge for me. The next night, I had so much difficulty. I would like to say maybe it's a combination between, I don't want to say my ab muscles have atrophied, but not working those muscles, having 2 children who laid on those muscles for approximately 9 months. And then on top of that, working jobs where I sit a lot, not really paying attention to my diet as much. I think those are like contributing factors to, what's happening. So, yeah, I mean, it just kind of gave me some more perspective, and it gave me a respect for women who have kids. I've had my kids in my 30s. Women in their 20s. Women who have kids in their 20s. All this shock that your body goes through. I mean, I've heard somebody say it's more ideal that women have kids in their 20s. And in my opinion, I do think it's more ideal. But with me, having mine in my 30s, it's like I can feel the effects of my age as well as the effect of being a mom weighing on me physically. And I'm going to have to make some changes.